Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Friday if you're watching this video live, or if it's Friday when you happen to be watching this video. Hey everybody, how are you doing? I'm Matt Berry and I'm your IT and AV guy, and let me help you leverage your camera or computer to improve your online content. So one of the things I've noticed here, I've done a few live videos over the last couple days. And one of the things when you do a live video, sometimes you don't just do it immediately. You'll put a counter on it like I did. You'll put a counter in the front of it. And sometimes at the beginning, you might have little flubs or screw up the little tagline you're trying to do in the beginning of it. So fear not. I just want to let you know that after YouTube has had its appropriate time to process your video, whether you've uploaded a pre-recorded video and you put it on YouTube and then a day later you realize, oh my God, are you kidding me? I should have blurred out that phone number that was on the wall behind me. Something like that. Or maybe you get a copyright strike and there's a certain section of the video that has music that you didn't intend to have. So I'm going to walk you through a few easy ways to use YouTube Studio, which is free, to help you edit your videos after the fact. I'm going to show you how you can trim the front, the back, parts in the middle. You can even add music, blur a face or object, like a phone number or something that you didn't intend to be shown on your video. So you can blur those out. And then if you're trying to put an info card or an end screen, so you can point to a playlist, other videos, a website, or other content, you can do that after the fact as well. So we're just going to start off. I'm going to move you over to my Elevated Awesomeness YouTube channel. This is one, honestly, I set this up to talk about motivation, keeping things positive in life, lifestyle. I focus on a healthy lifestyle, and like everyone, we have our ups and downs. So I intended this YouTube channel to kind of allow me to share the steps that I do to keep maintaining a positive attitude, or if I make some slumps in my health, I can recover from them, stuff like that. And also, I'm going to be honest with you, I own and love corgis. So I will pretty much put some corgi content in a lot of the videos that I do for here. As you'll see, I did update a little bit ago my channel art for here and my the little icon, the social icon for that as well. And maybe another video I'll wind up doing is how to update your channel art for your YouTube videos. But we're gonna switch to YouTube Studio. So if you go to the upper right corner, if you're in YouTube and you're on your YouTube channel, you'll click on your account profile icon in the upper right hand corner and go to YouTube Studio. Once you're in YouTube Studio, you'll go to content and you'll find the content. If it's a video, like, hey, this is a pre-recorded one I did back in 2017. If I wanted to, I could go back and trim a little bit of that. But what I'm focused on is my live video. So typically, especially with live videos, if you're pretty much consider you're going to need about 24 hours, you're going to wait 24 hours for your content to be fully published. It'll show up live. Like as I'm doing this video right now, it'll show up live on YouTube, but I won't be able to make any real edits. I can add subtitles and closed captioning while it's processing, but I can't really edit, trim, or add anything else to it until it's completely processed. So a rule of thumb, like a 1 hour live video you do pretty much tomorrow. Wait 24 hours, approximately 24 hours, and you'll come back and you'll see it's able to, you're able to edit it. So I'm just gonna click on this video I did yesterday, 7 days of water fasting, day 5, how do I feel? Honestly, day 5, I felt pretty damn good. I'm on day 6 now, and I feel fantastic. So once you have that video open, you're going to go to the left-hand side, and we're only going to focus on editing a video right now. So let's just click on Editor. Once the video opens up, you're going to see a few things. You've got trim and cut, which again, like I mentioned before, this allows you to trim the front part, the end part of your video, and different parts in the middle. It works out pretty good. And we'll do some basic ones on here. You know, that's the other thing is like when you do a video and it's live and you're just rolling off, you know, just not unscripted, and you might have some ums and, you know, little mishaps or screw ups or something like that on the video. You can do a little jump cutting there and cut those little sections out. We'll talk a little bit about it here. The great thing about this is that when you're making any trims or cuts and you save them, you have the option to undo these changes at any time. But YouTube will also retain the original video. So later on, so if you go through and a week later you realize that, you know what, I really messed up. I did not mean to trim so much, or I trimmed the wrong sections. You'll be able to revert to the original video, so that way you can go back and fix your mistakes after the fact. So the first thing is, you know, like if we watch this, in the beginning, we've got a little bit of music, we've got a countdown timer, which I have smaller headsets, but my younger corgi removed all the plugs and stuff like the ear plugs, so I'm using this. This works out really good, but it helps me hear some of the things. So anyways, I want to cut this part out. I'm going to go, you can see here as well, I'm going to start, you've got trim and cut, you've got blur, add audio, end screen, and info cards. We're going to stop Matt from talking. And then, so you see on this timeline, you've got right here, this is your audio track. If you had, you know, you've got your music, you've got your voice, that's all on one audio track. And using the audio track is probably the most helpful tool to help you cut things out of a video. You have the ability right here to zoom in on the timeline, which will really kind of help look at this audio file. So you'll see, like, just right over here, look, I walked away from the screen to go get my cup of water, but you'll see there's no audio over here, so that shows a nice little gap. So this will also help you pick areas of when you take pauses. And that's one thing is, as you learn to start doing live videos and whatnot, you'll learn to pause between different sections, because after the fact, you might want to edit some of those out. So having nice little pauses every now and then is super helpful. Anyways, I even wrote down some of these things beforehand. Let me go over here. I marked it. I marked a spot. I did a little homework prior. There we go. So the first part that I want to, you know, obviously I want to get past all of the countdown and everything else, but the real part of this video kind of starts at, you know, after the kind of like, hey everybody, how's it going? I hope you had a great Friday, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this video. So I know that I want to start at 5:41:42. That's a really, really good, I believe before when I was looking at it, that was a pretty good time. So I can plan that right here. I posted up on my Facebook page the other day. Right. That's exactly what I want to do. All right. So let me go. I'm going to go trim and cut. And I am going to, what you can do is when you go trim and cut, you can go through and, actually, we're not going to do that. We're going to go to trim and cut, and we're going to go to a new cut. Actually, let's just go back. Start this from scratch. I'm going to go trim and cut. I'm going to do a new cut, and it's going to start right at the beginning. So I'm going to go, I want this cut to go 0, 0, 0, and we're going to end it at, and right here when you look at these marks, you've got minutes, seconds, and milliseconds, or frames. Yeah. I don't think it's milliseconds, but frames. So I'm just going to drop it down. I want to start at 05:41. 4142. And then I'm going to cut. Now, one thing, once you cut it, it'll enable the save feature. So that way, this is one of them I know I want. I'm just going to save these settings. One of the things that'll tell you, it may take a few hours for your changes to apply. During that time, the viewers will see the current version of the video. You won't be able to make other changes to the video, and the original version of the video will be stored so you can undo for the edits. While you wait, you can leave the site. I'm just going to cancel that because I do want to make changes for this. So now that, let's see, so we've got that. And let's say I want to go over, where is it? Oh yeah, start at 5:57. So let's do a new cut. Actually, no, we just have to save it. Let's just save it. Let's just see what happens, guys. All right, I did just screw that up. Let me go back. Yeah, it's going to take a while. Look at me. I'm just getting ahead of myself. That's what happens when you wind up doing a live video. But hey, you know what? Never fear. I have another live video we can edit. So let's minimize that. The power of Chrome. Let's do another Chrome profile. There we go. All right, so we're going to go to my Matt Berry channel, the channel that you're on right now. I need to edit these videos anyways. So we're going to go over to Canva tutorial for beginners, editor. Perfect. So again, we can cut these things out, but let's say using an example here, let's drag through and go a little bit. We're going to go ahead and blur. We're going to do a custom blur. We can do a face blur if you want. If you had multiple people on there and there was a person that you just didn't want to show up, you can choose face and then let YouTube, actually, let's try this. Let's go back. Discard changes, let's go to blur, and we're gonna go to face blur. Now it'll take some time. It's gonna detect faces. It's only one face, but I use different poses, so who knows? We'll see what happens. It'll take a little bit, but basically, once it detects the faces, you can select it. So if really there was a reason you wanted to detect it, but we're just gonna go to custom blur. This gives you the ability to use an oval or rectangle. You can create a fixed blur position. Let's say let's say the area, we're gonna do an oval, and we're going to do a fixed position. Okay, come on. There we go. And then, so here's your oval right here. So you can go through. Let's move it. There we go. Stretch it out. Move it however you want. If you want it in a fixed position, you can do that. Or you can try tracking the object. So let's just see what happens when we track the object here. Fixed blur position. All right, now let's play. But then if you go to frame, oh my God, it worked. You can drop that in. Yeah, so if I were to save that out, I could put this in this background that was kind of running around.
As a matter of fact, let me do that.
You'd be able to do that. Click on oval, track the object, select it, and then if it lasts I just did a screenshot, but let's see of that. So let's go over here to screenshot. It's pretty smart. Let's pull this down. I'm just waiting until it gets to the end of this section and see if it works. Crop it a little bit. Looks like I have another one, but okay, that works out. Now I'm going to and is it going to end right after that? I'm going to take a frame, remove this background. There you go. Drop it off. Just drop this in here. So that works out. Obviously, I'm going to say, can we... obviously, it was not... We can extend that over here. This will show you a breakdown of any photos that are part of it.
There we go. Yeah, I can extend that blur out a little bit more.
So that works out. Really That's an option. So I'm going to choose purple. We're going to pop. Matt, be quiet. Now we're going to go over to audio. So in the audio section, let's say that you had a pretty dry video. And there's some sections that you would like to have audio added to it. You can simply select anything. Let's go ahead and play this. Boom drops. That doesn't sound very good. While you're not looking, we'll just drop this one. I'm going to add it. There we go. Now you'll see that that audio piece moved over to the front. Let's go ahead and play it right here. See what happens. There we go. It's right at the front. You can hear that the audio is pretty loud. So this way you can go through and you can change your mix level. You can drop it down just a little bit. Come on, let's play. There we go. Drop it down just a bit. Okay, and then that's a little too low. But let's say if this is not, let's say you wanted to put this more over here. You could do it. Split the camera. There we go. But that is a nice way to discard changes. You can add audio and then drop to that after the fact. Come on. Now, end scene and info card. Let's say after your video, you wanted to let's say you wanted to send the viewer to another video that you're working on. We can just go into end scene, and we're going to point to, actually, let's try apply a template. So now what you're going to get is a few templates that you could throw at the end part of the scene. You can, one video and a subscribe button. Let's move this down just a bit. Come on. One video, one playlist, and subscribe. I'm just going to do this one real quick. All right. So let's go over here. We're going to choose the most recently uploaded video. And then on this one, we're going to choose playlist. If you have multiple playlists, that'll be great. But on this one, I'm just going to say, hey, let's just go to the Canva tutorial. So most recently uploaded video, Canva tutorial, and a subscribe link. All right, perfect. And then that should show up. Let me go ahead and see if we can just move all the way to the end. There we go. Perfect. So now when your video, now at the end, when anybody's watching live, at the end, it's just going to pop up an opportunity to click on a playlist so they can start kind of running through whatever videos you have on that playlist or whatever video post that you did online. So I'm going to discard those changes. I'm going to go back to trim and cut. And let's go ahead and try this a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and do a new cut. This one we're just going to, let's see, we're going to start at 0. Zero, zero. Actually, I'm not doing a cut for the whole video. All right, let's just move down right at the beginning here. There we go. New cut. So let's say I'm just gonna I'm gonna roll through this real quick. Okay, that is the countdown. Let's listen for a little bit on this. I had my this was my thumbnail that I was. All right, I got a little bit more here. I had my. If you want a manual, yeah, I'm going to drag it back over here. Hold on a second. I am not at the right spot. Expensive. But there is a lot to it, and it can be overwhelming, especially if you're not for. Oh hell, let me just go ahead. We'll just stop this right at the beginning part. There we go.
And it can be overwhelming,
especially if you're not familiar with most graphic programs and everything else. It just can
yes
be
to that.
a little scary. So a lot to it, and it can be Photoshop. Right, that actually worked.
Okay, that'll be
the timing of that intro music.
And then, so let's say I want to do another cut here. I'm going to do a new cut.
There it goes.
You can go through and just kind of drag and drop.
When you have a new cut,
let's say if I wanted,
you can use this stop map.
You could do this. So let's say right over here, there was an area that I just wanted to cut. You can go through and figure that out based on everything. And then once you've selected it, you've got, this one is your cut option. This one is your cancel. So let's say if that's not working out, you want to do a new split clip or whatever, you can just go ahead and cancel. But we're just going to click cut. And then once you've cut it, that area right there, you have the ability to go in and edit, which allows you to expand it a little bit more. And then once you've expanded it, click OK. Or if that isn't working for you, you can delete it here, you can delete it there. So what will happen as we're going through, when you've cut this out, anticipation, it's just going to skip
there
right through it. I've got the ball over here. Let's say if I want, all right, let's start right at the beginning. There we go.
We'll minimize. So I could just go through. I mean, if it looks normal,
said I could just go and drop that. But honestly, my dogs are used to being around fall. So there we go. We're going to go home. I'm going to do a blank
So that'll work. Just like that. This will give you the ability to cut out the counter in the beginning, any rambling that you might have in the beginning as well. Cut out some of the end piece. If you've gone on a little bit too long and you just want to tighten it up and cut it short, you can do it that way. If there are ends and ums and or let's say there was just a screw up somewhere in the middle or multiple, you can make those trim make those trim areas and cut it. Make some little jump cuts throughout the video. And it works out great. And then you can add some end scenes later on to point them to a playlist, point them to a new video or any specific video, even website related, stuff like that. So it works out great. It does. It works out great. Because the thing is, let's say you go ahead and post up a video and you were doing it live and you had a song that had a copyright strike on it, okay? This gives you the ability to trim out that area of the copyright strike or put another song on to kind of power over that. But it does. It gives you the ability to fix any of those mistakes. It is so helpful. It really, really is. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this or you found some use for it. But I'm telling you what, guys, once you post up a video or do a live video, people make mistakes. It's okay. Or you might think, hey, I need to trim this off or add something new. So you can't add any video to it and you can't move sections around, but you can trim and cut and add music, end cards, blur faces, and other things you don't want to be seen on the video to help you out. So I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, please comment below if you've struggled on editing your videos in the past. I hope you have an amazing day, guys. Have an amazing weekend. Bye.